Warning: this podcast may contain spoilers as well as coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright, welcome back. We are the Our Anime Podcast here with another Steins Gate Zero episode. A lot of crazy stuff happened. I'm a ton of bacon. And presenting our guests for today, DJ Wilson.
That's a new one.
I know.
Hi.
I read you as DJ Wilson because I'm like, he's a DJ. He's so cool.
That's the very first podcast I was on. They did the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding. But those guys got good taste.
I worked very hard for this non-existing degree.
He's a Dr. DJ. Dude, you're like the next Dr. Dre for rap, but it's with DJ.
Surgically inserting those beats.
Dude, fire. I want to hear that mixtape. And we got Mozilla Firefox.
She's gone! She's finally gone. That's right, motherfuckers. And you all who voted for Hollow in the Best Girl contest, you're fucking next.
Oh, this isn't the Best Girl episode, damn it. Also, rest in peace, everyone else's girls. Okay, this is our Best Girl episode. For those of you wondering, today's the finals voting, and everyone's been in a bad mood all day. Except for me. I think it's funny. Voted for Rem, by the way. I think that's funny as hell. All right, so now they're off to a great start, and everyone's leaving the episode. So
well seasoned.
Well seasoned, yes, well seasoned. So with the last two episodes airing right now for Steins Gate, got a lot of action so far. When you were yelling saying that she's gone, I thought you meant.
Yeah, I was like, who's gone?
Shaw's gone.
I thought
she slandered my woman, so so now she's out of the picture. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, I thought you were making fun of Kaguri because she disappeared these last few episodes. Because in my mind, I'm like, wow, Maz really hated Kaguri. Like, I wonder why. But now it's just like, oh, you're just happy Shaw's gone, the not best girl. Okay. This isn't a Shaw episode making fun of her. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. But yeah, so let's look at from the beginning of episode 13, right, leading up to the great disappearance of Kaguri Suzumiya. Okay, the thing is that I had a feeling, because remember my theories at the beginning of this whole episode series was Kaguri is a freaking android, and she's gonna get activated by some magical words. I was not off the mark. Okay, she's not an android, but from what it looks like, something's activating her brain to, make her turn into this super soldier is what we're starting to witness now.
Yeah.
So with me, I'm really curious because I feel like there's going to be more to deal with. Because, dude, this is Russian KGB stuff right now. I'm assuming the music is what activates her mind to turn her into whatever she is right now. Like, wouldn't you think?
Well, there's still that thing. So they're basically okay. So Suzuho speculated, or maybe even assumed, that Kagari was already brainwashed when she was a little kid, and that's why she pulled a gun on her. But there's no music playing in that scene, so we don't know what the trigger for that would be. So it doesn't seem clear yet.
And the thing is, the song that triggers her was just playing on a random van. You would think they would choose something a little less common.
That's true. Because if that song was playing, well, who listens to Mozart on the daily?
Well, hang on. How many? What was that van anyway? Because I've never heard of this thing.
Okay. The van was promoting. If I remember, the van was promoting just a big symphony of people that are going to play Mozart's music. Because I remember it said in the subtitles that I was watching, fun for the whole family or fun for the kids. And I was like, oh, they're probably doing a symphony thing for Mozart, or maybe it's a museum for all the stuff that happened. I don't know. But
childhood trauma, fun for the whole family.
It is fun, actually. Well, not fun for Kaguri. I think the thing with this is that I'm now under the assumption that not only Kaguri is quote-unquote activated, but now there's going to be a bunch more of these soldiers or agents activated to either go after Okabe and everyone else. Because right now it's just her. but she's going for the sole reason of trying to get her necklace back. But I'm thinking that like this is where really bad stuff happens now, because we're in the arc where like all the suffering is supposed to happen, and World War III is on the brink right here.
We are post episode 12.
You're right. We are officially halfway. How old am I now? Jesus. Summer's already here. God, almost over. But my only question is, what do you guys think is going to be the point where... What do you guys think the worst is going to happen right now? Like, do you predict any deaths? Do you think, like... Well, what do you think is going to be the big, like, oh crap, this is really bad? Because her disappearing wasn't really shocking to me. I'm just still... When she came in to try to, assume, kill and get her necklace back from Suzuha was going to be the big oh shit moment.
I can't say for sure, but the new OP has a very vague shot of Mayushi in the time machine. Like, I don't know what that means, but that's just like, what?
Dude, I know. I felt like, and she seemed very content with it, right?
Oh god, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
she
be
seemed
so
pretty happy.
sad if more bad things happen to Mayushi, dude.
You think she's gonna sacrifice herself or something?
I wouldn't be surprised, in all honesty. Let's crack a cold one open for Mayushi's incoming death. Cheers, everybody.
God, dude, give me one. Come on. So yeah, and that's the thing with the OP. There's her sitting in there, and then there's future Okabe is what I freaking saw in the comments. Confirm
what?
or didn't. Someone said that they saw like a future Okabe in there in the shot.
Oh, future Okabe, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to speculate that. Well, I mean, of course it's going to happen, right? But Home and Kiyoma's eventually going to come back.
Yes.
And, because we also got a new key visual where he's wearing a lab coat and doing the pose.
Ooh, I didn't see that yet.
Mm.
Yeah, it's rad. Everyone's wearing their new outfits, and they look nut.
Dude, okay, are we gonna get Dr. Pepper? I've been saying this every episode. There's not enough Dr. Pepper in this episode, and I'm gonna stop drinking it. That's it.
Not enough Tutorus either.
Yeah, I
This
saw you
is-
posted in the thread, and you were so happy of that, like, fucking text-based tutor.
Yeah, we got half a Tutoru this episod. First one in, like, 10 episodes.
This is a serious part of the series. We're not supposed to be getting any of that.
People are even speculating that this is just, like, I don't know, because there's no Home and Kiyoma, Mayushi's also just not saying Tutoru anymore or something.
Oh, that's a good connection there. It's kind of like everyone had their things. Like,
Yeah.
Okabe was not going crazy. He was crazy scientist. Mayuri's doing the tutu, and then, of course, you got Daru. Daru hasn't changed. Okay, he's still. Oh, I want to see your lolly tired face in summer clothing. I was like, dude, Daru, like, the fact that he's the comic relief character still, I'm accepting, but it still makes me shake my head every time there's a serious moment, and he's like, oh yeah, I want to see you in the knee-high socks and all that, and me, I'm just like, Daru, I agree with you, but this is not the time for this, please.
He is a lot more extreme in this season, and he's always been this way, but they're definitely showing it off a lot more. But I think that's also because, in a way, at the same time, he's also more mature. Because he's had a lot of, like, MVP moments in this whole season.
Right?
Even
Like-
this episode where he's like, Maho, like, we really need you. Like, I really want you here. You're a genius, Maho, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so weird because you see him act like a dad a lot.
Yeah.
And he, like, balances that with also not being a dad, so it's this weird, like, back-and-forth dichotomy that's kind of interesting to see.
And his
Yeah.
style is still whack. Like when he was, at first I thought to myself, did he gain any muscle because he was rocking a tank top with the overall suspenders? Like his arms were looking big, but I couldn't tell if it was like Mr. Braun big. Because that dude, Mr. Braun's an absolute unit. God damn. Every time I look at him, I just feel insecure. I'm like, I can't be sitting here at the presence of this bodybuilder. For God's sakes. But then Daru, I felt better. I was like, okay, I can outlift Daru. Just as long as I can outlift him, I'm good. So, like, and here's what's something that irritated me, since I'm making fun of his size, was when Kaguri attacked Suzuha, right? And then she grabbed her piece and ran away. She ran through Daru like nothing, and Daru did not read the situation quick enough, because I assumed Daru would have blocked the way, because he's blocking half the doorway, and yet Kaguri was still able to knock him over and leave. I'm like, no way. Daru's huge. There's no... her arm must be hurting from knocking Daru over. Come on. Like,
Yeah.
like square up, Daru. Come on. You see Suha choking her out, and it's like you have to read like, oh, this is a bad situation. Maybe I should help out. I don't know. She cut my daughter, and then he just didn't do anything, and they let her go. Maybe
Like, to be honest, like I wanted him to like fucking like just kick her in the face. Like I
Yeah,
thought that
you know what?
that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like seeing Suzuha bleeding, I think that should have like triggered him more.
And he's a smart guy, so you would think, you know, he'd be able to react quick enough to maybe say, "Oh man, this is dangerous. Lock the door or something," or call Okabe, you know. But yeah, that was just a small thing that kind of irritated me. I'm like, come on, man, you're big. How do you get knocked over that easily? Not saying Kaguri's weak. I don't doubt that she's secret agent strong, but it seemed a little too easy for right there. Like he should have tackled her. That would have been a great tackle to the ground, and would have looked weird at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm just fascinated now because I'm thinking that they made a good point that calling Okabe to tell about Kaguri would be a bad move because she might go after him. And also, like, I'm still trying to figure out who the big enemy is, even though they dropped a couple names. Like, at first, they're like, the Russians came and destroyed the laptop. And I was like, you haven't confirmed that they're Russians. Like, do you guys agree with that?
It's Leskinen.
You really think it's him?
Yeah, I mean, there's been hints.
No, so we're right. It is our favorite character.
I know, right? I'm so sad. But even like this episode, Suzuha said, "Oh, that professor," and it's just like that pretty much confirmed everything right there. And also, episode 13 had all those flashbacks where the guy was clearly Leskinen.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to believe it.
And also, the titty professor that was with him.
Titty professor.
I don't know her name. I just call her that.
I mean, I don't know her name either, so it works.
We saw her very briefly at the Catgirl Shrine, so like I'm with you guys on that one.
And she's with Leskinen in the OP, the new OP.
So sinister. Like I knew they were hiding something. So do you guys think that short girl Maho, that's her name, right?
Uh-huh.
You think she's gonna be able to crack it? The
what?
The whole time machine thing, because she's like, I'm glad she came to the realization that she's probably has the confidence now to crack the whole time machine thing. But do you think she'll be able to do it on time?
With the help of Amadeus, probably.
Amadeus. Sorry to make funny. You're not Shaw. Okay.
The thing is, like, will she like recruit the help of Amadeus? Because like she's, you know, they were setting up this whole thing with like this like envious jealousy she's carrying towards Kurusu with like the whole flashback and everything, and how like everyone is praising Kurusu and she was like off in the corner like staring at a fucking wall or something, and she was comparing it to Salieri and Mozart, who are two composers obviously, and how like Salieri was like growing up in Mozart's shadow. So I honestly think that she kind of would want to do it on her own to see if she could, you know? But at the same time, like, it's kind of stupid to do so when you have like this resource there with you.
Especially when everything's on the line right now, because I thought she was going to be on board the first try when they kept on emphasizing this could bring about World War III, this could be it, we really need your help. And when she still said no, I would like to mention that it's probably because Daru creeped her out. But but I like to think that, well, it was irritating when she said no the first time, but then the second time when they said, okay, we're not going to joke around, we do need your help. Of course, I like to assume that she is going to succeed, but I don't think she's going to succeed quick enough, because I think once she does, all the bad groups that are after the time machine are going to swoop in and just take it all right there, and she's going to regret her decision, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then people will start either dying, getting detained, or, oh no, who knows? Mayuri's going to get sent to the past to stop everything. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't think so though. Like,
Really?
I don't think there's many deaths coming. Like, what I think will happen is that I think she does do it, and then you know how in the original Steins Gate you get this kind of like I don't know if it lasts an episode or 2 episodes where Okabe is just constantly using the time machine over and over again to try to like save my Yuri, and he fails every time.
So
I think
so to fix it.
Yeah, so I think we might get like a kind of like trial and error kind of section. I'm not quite sure though, because I don't know exactly like what are they using the time leap machine for. Like they're gonna go back and then like try to like alter Kagare's like brainwashing attempt somehow. But I just don't know how they're gonna accomplish that.
I thought they were gonna go further back to retrieve Kagari before she broke away, because they were creeped out that she was missing a fat part of her memory, because she was still acting like a child when she got her memories back.
Mm-hmm.
So then that's what they were trying to figure out, what happened from ages 10 to 20 or 10 to 22. So I thought they were going to go back and see if they could find out where she went, because they found that brainwashing facility, or what we assume to be the brainwashing facility.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that room that was etched in her writing. I like to think that's not blood, but I don't know. That I got weird vibes from that scene. Like have you guys seen that anime Myself Yourself? Have you seen that?
I have not.
No.
It's a romance story with a little bit of incest mixed in. It's all right. The main point is that,
as is the usual.
Yeah.
as is tradition. The reason why I mention that is because there's a scene in that anime, and now spoilers obviously on the way, but no one cares about this show. I'd love to meet the one person that's like, hey, I was gonna watch that literally like tomorrow, and you spoiled it, because it's an old ass romance series that was a little edgy. There's a part where like a guy opens a mailbox because this one girl went crazy. She started trying to mail. She was trying to mail her childhood friend stuff, and the guy friend forgot, and she just ended up getting lonely, and she ended up writing these big letters with etched on it with like blood, and it just said "help me," and she kept on mailing it to him, and he never checked the mailbox for like years. So when he opens the mailbox, all this mail falls out, and you see a bunch of red letters and scratches that said, help me, help me, help me. And it was freaky. That's what that scene in the room where Okabe was reminded me of. I don't know how that relates to this episode, but I was just like...
Well, I mean, you're right. It is like red lettering, so... But there also is a chalk drawing, so I'm not sure if that's just red, like... red chalk or red paint, or I mean, it could be blood, but at the same time, that's a lot of fucking blood, dude.
Like, she was also assumably a kid, so she could have had access to like crayons. I don't know.
Yeah,
or something else. Just throwing it out there. Or something else.
I'm not gonna ask.
I'm not gonna ask either. You know, we're all adults here, you know. But you're all right. You
Is that why Shaw's not on this episode?
Shaw, can you explain why? Well, us guys don't know. The thing is, you had that. You're right, Maz. When you had that picture there, was that a picture of Okabe? Because it looked like a dude, or was it the professor?
Wait, where?
When there was a drawing of a person on the ground in her room, or are we getting that mixed up?
Hang on, I'm like on the scene right now, so it'll pop up.
Oh, is this a live reaction from?
Yeah, this is a reaction image.
Yay!
I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be actually. Here, I'll post it in chat. You guys can think for yourself.
Well, I don't blame you as well, because that whole scene was really. I'd use the term like gut wrenching. You know what I mean? I knew she was being brainwashed, but I'm now kind of fascinated how. Because Braun said you could do it with drugs, torture. Which ones did they use on her is what I want to know.
I mean, considering the whole name thing, it might be torture. Because I don't think, regular people do that.
You sure? You sure maybe, like, crazy girlfriends don't do that? I don't know.
It's a great scene, though. It reminds me of, one of the, that moment in Steins original where, you get the letter from Suzuha and just goes, I failed, I failed, I failed, I failed over and over again until it falls off the page.
Yeah.
Same kind of feeling, right?
Good throw.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that.
All right.
What is that?
Who is that? Interesting. So someone with a hat.
I mean, it kind of just looks like Mayuri.
It looks too boyish, though.
Thank you. Yeah, it looks like a male. Like
its hair is too short.
And there's no tits. Do I have to spell it out?
You're not wrong.
Do I have to spell it out? And they're not big as well. You know, I don't know.
No, but I mean, like, who else has bangs like that?
That's true. Oh, maybe Okabe? But does he wear a hat? That's the thing.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not like a hat. Maybe it's just like part of the wall or something. Part of like
The corner. It's the corner of the wall.
It could be like
Maybe.
a tile, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one.
We'll see. Maybe we'll find out.
Gosh. Oh, by the way, Mayuri makes a great make-believe mom, by the way.
She does.
She just accepted it right off the bat, and I'm like, that is so sweet of you. Like, that is
It's really
awesome.
weird because, like, she's, like, really childish, but she's also so motherly at the same time.
I would say in this season, she is a lot more mother-like. I would say childish in terms of, like, she was hanging out with the crazy Okabe that we knew back in the first Steins Gate. So everyone has kind of like a deep change in them, obviously, with this season because it's more serious. Of course, my only question is, how the hell does Daru have more game than me? Oh my goodness! Like when he went on that date with that one girl that's supposed to be his wife and everything, I was like, dude, this slick bastard! Like how? How? And he's all acting all like nervous around her and stuff like, oh hi. I'm just like, no. Like, Suzuha, you gotta be smoking something. There's no way Daru's pulling this off.
To be fair, I think I think your game would increase if you had like absolute proof that this person would be your wife in the future, and everyone else is egging you on to do it.
I don't know, man. I think that'd make me too nervous. I like.
Yeah.
Someone
Someone said, dude, hey, Bacon, I'm from the future. That girl you're staring at, that's gonna be your wife. And I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna find some way to mess this up. And I probably
Okay, actually, I see your point now.
yeah. Like, really? Or maybe you might get too confident and then creep her out. I mean, look at all the stuff, like Daru all saying like, oh, is this a Yuri moment? I'm like, dude, come on. That's supposed to be mother and daughter. Then again, yeah, they're not related, but you just wrote off a dojin right there. Come on!
The weirdest Yuri incest of all time.
That's when you think about it, not to sound like Daru, when you think about it, that is a perfect plot point for any like incest waiting to happen. Like, oh, she's my daughter, she's my mother. They find the records. Wait, we're not related. All right, and then they do stuff. Damn it, Daru, dude. That feel when everyone is like Daru. But yeah, overall, this is really getting.
On this episode.
What was that?
We're all Daru on this episode.
Oh God, I don't know how I feel about that. So what you're saying is we're all geniuses, because I'm really waiting for the huge badass moment when Daru like successfully does all the time machine stuff. Because he's a genius when you think about it, and that's one thing that still surprises me to this day. Oh, also, the phone girl. I never remember her name. Silent girl.
Moeka.
Oh, Moeka.
Moeka.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, I see. I just finished Initial D. I see that she's a fan of Initial D. All drifting on the highway and all that stuff.
I have a funny anecdote about that because back a couple months ago, Reddit did one of their secret Santas. Not like the big Christmas one, but they have ones throughout the year. So this one was anime and manga themed.
We should take part in that.
I did. It was a lot of fun. I sent out a bunch of manga to a dude, and I got these stickers. I just said I mean, my favorite anime is Steins Gate, but I don't really care what you send me. Just like send me something from an anime you like, because I'll appreciate it anyway, right?
Yeah.
So the guy sent me 2 stickers of the Future Gadgets Lab, the logo for that.
Nice.
And he sent me a sticker from Initial D of the Tofu Shop logo.
That's awesome!
Yeah, so I thought it was funny that there was an Initial D thing in Steins Gate, because I'm just like, yeah.
Dude, you're getting the full experience right now. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
So wait, did you put that sticker on your car?
I mean, it's just a little tiny. I mean, it wouldn't really work on a car. It would be for like a desk or something. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, but I do want to use it. Because it is cool.
Because I was going to say, if you did put that in your car, that's making a statement. Like, oh, this guy, you want to race? I see you're a fan of Additional D too. I'm just like, oh God, sorry. I know it's off topic, but since we're on the topic of Initial D, because since I just finished it, I joked with my boss, who's a car guy who got me into that anime. he's like, dude, yeah, you should soup up your. He asked me, you should soup up your car now, and I'm like, no. Like, I'm fine the way it is. I do want the sticker though, and he says that's a bad move, man, because everyone will want to race you. And I'm like, that's true, because if people were to try to race me, the first thing I'd say is, sorry, I'm just a fan of the anime. This is an automatic. I don't know how to drift. Bye. Like, why do you have that sticker on? It says Akina Speed Stars. How dare you? I just love the series, though. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about the last 2 episodes itself. I'm just waiting for the suffering. Sorry if I keep thinking that suffering means death. I'm not saying I do want any of the characters to die. I just feel like in my mindset, that's what suffering feels like. I think that's the ReZero in me. Like, oh yeah, if everyone's dying, then you're suffering. But I think
I get it.
That's one way.
Yeah, Kurisu and Mayuri have died multiple times in the original series. I don't think anyone's going to die in this one, though. I just think that there might be, I don't know, like it kind of hinting to Mayushi in the time machine again, just some sad departures.
Shit. That doesn't sound fun at all, though.
Those are probably worse than deaths, actually.
Yeah, you're saying goodbye to someone, or what's even worse than death is one being forgotten. Because I remember Mayushi really emphasized saying, when she was talking to the grave of her grandma, she's like, can you imagine how sad that is, losing your memories? Oh, and the thing is, I feel like the reading Steiner and the whole jumping timelines is gonna play such a big role at one point that Mayuri is probably gonna disappear for good, and I think that's what probably might make the whole series very depressing.
Well, I mean, she can't disappear for good, because this all links back to the original Steins Gate, where everything becomes Daijobu eventually.
Yeah, but she might disappear from like this world line, or like this,
beta,
that's
what I was gonna say.
Instance.
Just this version of Mayushi might disappear, which is still sad, to be honest. I'd be sad about that.
Yeah, then Okabe's got like no one. Not like no one, because I feel like there's something going on between him and Maho. Good for him.
Yeah, get it, Okabe.
Get it.
Yeah, get it, Okabe. Get it, Maho.
And then Daru's gonna be like, "Damn it, that was my chance." But yeah, he's got someone. But yeah, with Leskin being the bad guy, his whole accent, I don't see that being evil.
I mean, that's the whole point, though, right? Like, it's like innocuous. He puts on this like big act of like, oh, I'm just a goofy American guy, oh, Rintaro, and then you realize that in the background he's pulling all the strings.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like he'll be a bad guy who's like, he's doing bad things, but maybe even with good intentions, or something. I don't know. Like he has some sort of goal, and he's not. Maybe he just like doesn't understand how bad it is. It's like, I kind of think of kind of a weird example, but Colress from Pokemon Black and White 2, where he was just a science guy, and he's just like, yeah, I'm kind of performing experiments on Pokemon, but it's all in the name of science. If a few things get hurt, well, sorry, that's just the way things are.
I think that's a good way to put it as well. I could agree with that. Or maybe we don't know, he's probably a part of some organization that's making him do this. I always think that's a good way. It's like, hey, I'm just following orders, just like soldiers. Like, I know this is bad, and you guys just happen to be in the middle of all this by dumb luck. But I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to do this to you guys. I'd be more forgiving.
You know how to do it to him.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe he's just doing this. I'll be mad if it's one of those crazy scientists that are just like, I do this because it's fun. Or like, I'll think, okay, you're like Joker at this point. Okay, yeah. I don't want that. As much as I like Joker, I want something. I want this whole thing with the professor be justified. Where I can understand, we're in war, we need to do this because we need to win the war. Or like, hey, like, we're just trying to defend ourselves. I'd be more forgiving if it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I'm still mad that the cat girl is like only there for, use my place. I thought she was gonna play a bigger role, and like you confirmed a long time ago, Maz, she doesn't, and I'm like, she's there for the fetish, right? We have Maho for the lolly, her for the cat girl. We have the trap, best girl. It's just weird.
The occasional grope scene.
Yeah, the occasional grope scene. And I'm still irritated that Kaguri just looks like she looks like Kurisu. Like, why? Is there any reasoning behind that? Has anyone even made the connection that she looks like Kurisu? I can't remember.
Oh, of course people have. But
No, I meant like
well,
in
not,
the
not
anime.
in the show.
Oh,
not in the show.
Okay, not in
sorry.
the show.
Hang on. I think if I can find my screen cap, I thought there was like. Okay. Yes. Kagari in the future. The data file for her says Amadeus system sample, cage 6205. So there's some connection.
So
Maybe she is an android.
oh, dude, my Nier Automata thing was right. Yeah, I'm playing Nier Automata right now, so I was like, yeah. Wait, so you know what that means? That means when Amadeus was first created, the template that was created as the avatar for that program, it was just dumb luck that Kurisu's mind was uploaded to that, is what we're probably going to assume. That's what
Something like that.
That's what I'm going to assume. So that means originally, if Kaguri wasn't the test subject, it could have been some dude, and they could have put Kurisu's mind into some dude. And that would have been hilarious.
Oh God.
You know what? I think we made a good connection. All right. You know, let's end it there. That's a great episode.
Oh, just one last thing.
Okay.
Just to bring it up because it's new, but the new OP and ED. I mean, we already kind of covered the OP with all the, other things. The ED sucks though. The ED sucks now. How
Everyone
do we go
says
from,
that. I didn't get to watch the ED yet because I had to do something else. But
I mean, it has a good song, but the visual is just nothing.
that's what I've been hearing. Like Kurusu's VA sings it, right?
Wait, does she?
I
don't
didn't
know.
I think so.
I didn't know that.
Maybe I'm just wrong.
No, you're a doctor. You're not supposed to be wrong.
I thought I was a DJ.
You're both. You got both. Get it, man. It's tough times. You got 2 jobs, man. Go get it. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh no, yeah, I did. Whenever the ED plays, I go straight to Reddit while it's playing in the background. So I'm just like, oh, look, it's going through stuff. Also, whoever it was that told me that because when Suzuha set up that shower trap, I fell for that. I was thinking, man, like, here we go. We're gonna see Suzuha fight butt naked. And then she's like, "Oh, hands up!" And so when she did that trap, that was cool. I was kind of really gutting for her to fight Spartan style, but then someone said, in the VN she does do that, and I was like, "Nice, time to check out the VN."
Good advertising. That's what anime's for, right?
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Nice. Wait, I gotta ask Shaw that. Did you see Suzuha fight naked? Is this a new anime in the making? We should just like fight naked. Like Keijo was one thing, and just take it all out and fight naked.
Yeah.
By the way, have you seen that GIF of someone edited the Keijo parts where they're all naked?
Nope.
No.
I will send that to you guys later.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, someone edited like the trailer to where it's like they're all completely naked and they're still fighting, and I was like, this is awesome. What a time to be alive.
Time for Hentai episode 3.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned for that. We don't know when, but I'll tell you guys right now, it's coming, and it's
Soon,
coming.
TM.
Yeah. All right. I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you guys have nothing else to say, then we'll end it there. Thanks for joining, guys. We'll see you guys in the next 2 weeks.
Doo-doo.
Bye-bye.
Motherfucker.
I'm a doctor.